It's week 5 of the NFL, and we'll see Nick Bolton, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Chiefs get... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL in that department.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means this is going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1 yard line.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game at 6. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a handoff up the middle. Ortiz. He'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds his man, complete. It's Ortiz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Mahomes now on first down. That's laid out deep for Rice. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. So we're in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. Well, all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On second down now, it's Ortiz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Rashee Rice. 30. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and they are... The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. On second down, it's Ortiz. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside.
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting.
And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he... Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with victory, even better for them.
So for Kansas City, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.